anyways, let's get into the show. What y'all drinking tonight? Funky Dineva, what you drinking?
I believe it or not, I'm just drinking public sweet tea tonight. Okay. You know, I changed my life. Okay, I'm a fitness buff now. I eat clean. I eat smoothies. I drink tea.
Al, have you noticed about Q? He goes all in. Whatever the theme is that week, he's all in. Like last week, he was getting married, and then 2 days later, he's broken up. This week, he threw up in a gym. He's a fitness buff. He called himself a fitness buff. And next week, it'll be something else. That's what the pattern.
He's good for a good solid 24 hours.
Y'all know me well.
Okay, without further ado, let's get into some hot topics. On a sad note, just out the gate, we definitely have to, pay respect to actress, model Cicely Tyson. She's done it all, basically. She died yesterday at the age of 96 years old. She had 70 years in the business, and lots of tributes poured in from across, the world, actually. TV producer Shonda Rhimes posted this message to Instagram. She says, she was an extraordinary person, and this is an extraordinary loss. She had so much to teach, and I still have so much to learn. I am grateful for every moment. Her power and grace will be with us forever. And Viola, who plays her daughter in How to Get Away with Murder, wrote, I'm devastated. My heart is broken. I love you so much. You're everything to me. Condolences to her and her family. I just want to mention and shout out Tyler Perry real quick. It's so easy for people to bash folks in entertainment, but this man does a lot of stuff for people behind the scenes. It came out that he was padding her paychecks because a lot of times her rate was less than some of the other actresses, and she'd been in the game so long that he would pad her paychecks 3 and 4 times her asking rate. So that's pretty amazing.
And she didn't know that. She didn't know that.
At first, but I think she was talking about it later on, and I think that's beautiful.
It's so funny because I wonder if people were like, "Child, she old. She don't need that much." You know what I'm saying? Not that it matters. And I know that this next question I'm about to ask is a little tacky. But curiosity, how did she pass? Does anybody know?
I heard she passed in her sleep. Natural causes. She was 96.
Yeah. I definitely was devastated when I found out. I had was actually sleeping that hangover over. And when I woke up at 2:00 in the morning and got on Instagram, that was the first thing I saw. And I just remember laying there and I just started sobbing and crying because it took me back to when my own grandmother died. And then it reminded me when my mom and dad died. And quite frankly, Cicely Tyson was every Black person's grandmother. She just was. And I did an Instagram post where I said, she is the closest thing to Black people as Queen Elizabeth is to the Brits. Like, she was our Queen Elizabeth. She was our special regal national treasure. And this is definitely one of those losses that hit home.
Absolutely. Rest in paradise. Go ahead.
Do you always want to know a lesson that she taught me personally? Because I have a good story if you want to. I'm a little long-winded.
Let's hear it.
Well, we only have 4 minutes in the block, so go ahead. You get a minute. You get 2 minutes.
I had the fortune of riding back from South Africa when Oprah opened her Leadership Academy. She invited a lot of people out. So I had the fortune to ride back with Cicely Tyson on Tyler Perry's private plane back to the States when we left Cape Town. And it was so powerful because she looked at me and she said, "What's your name?" And I was like, I said, my name is Al Reynolds. And she said, "Al, oh my goodness, that's a beautiful name." She said, do you know what that name means?" And I was like, not really. She said, "Al means that you're angelic and a kind person. You're beautiful and sweet, and you're deserving of everyone's love and affection." She taught me that. I never knew that that's what my name meant. And I went in the back of the plane and I Googled it.
And she was right?
She was right. Isn't that powerful?
Yeah.
Like, I thought that was really, really interesting. So she will always hold a very dear place in my heart. And also the fact that, you remember, she was discovered by the fashion editors at Ebony in the 50s. And she was one of the first Black women to grace the cover of Vogue and Harper's Bazaar in the 50s, something that you've never seen or heard of. So Cicely Tyson, you're going to be greatly missed by me and millions of others. And thank you for that lesson of my name. Thank you.
Oh, that's really nice, Al. Thank you. Now, from here on out, we can get ratchet now that we got the respectable part out of the show. And now we can talk our shit. Now listen, did y'all hear about this? Biden, he's trying to, get the pandemic under control, but there's schools trying to really throw a monkey wrench into things. A Washington State man was arrested last week for selling fake coronaviruses, bootleg coronaviruses to the public. The self-proclaimed biotech expert was charging $400 to $1,000 to inject people with this self-made COVID mixture vaccine batch of nonsense. So he's been cited for peddling untested cancer treatments as well. What do you think about these bastards trying to capitalize off this? I knew that someone's going to bootleg this.
I mean, this is ridiculous, but it reminds me of the people who be going to the hotel room getting their ass injected by the trannies. Okay, it's kind of like if this man, first of all, I don't want you selling me no COVID vaccine out your trunk like a damn mixed CD. If it's not from a damn hospital or a reputable healthcare agency, you ain't sticking me with nothing. And so I'm curious, I almost feel like there's a certain type of individual out there that deserves to be taken advantage of. Because if you're just gonna let somebody show up with a damn McDonald's bag full of damn vaccines and stick your ass with it, you almost deserve every piece of unwanted body hair and every limb that you magically grow as a result of just being damn stupid.
Have any of y'all ever ordered drugs online from Mexico or from Europe or from Canada?
Prescription drugs, absolutely, for sure.
Yeah, okay.
I have arguing with them if it didn't arrive on time. So, but let me tell you, I did a little bit more research on this particular story right here. Now, even though Funky is right, you got to remember he created this vaccine back in March of 2020. All right, so his vaccine honestly was actually working, and that's why he didn't get as much time. He just got a slap on his hand. So it was actually working. Only one person that he actually gave the vaccine to actually did test positive for COVID-19 because it was a different strand. So just to let you know that he was onto something, but he just got
Okay. What drug, enough of that. What drug did you order from Canada or from Mexico.com?
Oh.
Testosterone? Adderall, Cialis?
No.
Steroids?
No.
Melanin pills?
No.
Female Viagra?
No.
Roofies?
An antibiotic.
Ooh, what'd you have?
Chlamydia, probably.
You got the Clav L. Look how red he's getting. What'd you have? Crabs?
No.
You don't need antibiotics for those.
You just get Rid-X for crabs. Don't ask they sell that at CVS.
So it must have been something serious. All right, we're going to take a quick break and we're going to pontificate on what disease Al Reynolds was trying to self-cure.
Nobody said it was a disease, first of all.
Listen, what are antibiotics used for? Infections. We'll be right back with more TGIF when we return. All right, Alice.